So it was January of 2021, and I'm scrolling through Facebook, like most of us, and I come across a flyer on the Afghans Living in DC page. I'm from Afghanistan. And this flyer is from Warner Brothers, looking for an Afghan woman in her 40s who speaks fluent Pashto to play the role of Gulbashra, who would play the mom of Al in the upcoming CBS sitcom called United States of Al, about an Afghan interpreter who becomes best friends with his Marine, and they come to the United States, and he leaves his family behind. So initially, I'm thinking my sisters would fit this role perfectly. So all of a sudden, I get my phone, I video call them, and I'm so excited. I'm like, here's an opportunity. And the response I get is, from one of them, hell no, I'm camera shy. And then the other one is like, are you crazy? So I knew there was no convincing. They're all older than me. I'm the youngest sister. So of course, as usual, my husband, he's right there. I complained to him a lot. And this was one of those complaints. I'm like, well, they're not doing it. And he's like, well, then why don't you audition? And I'm thinking, are you okay? I have never in my life acted. I just had a kidney transplant a year ago. And don't forget, we are in the middle of a pandemic. And he goes, well, you're Afghan, you speak Pashto, you're in your 40s, but more than that, you should believe in yourself. Maybe you can act. So the kids are in the other room, and of course, they're always eavesdropping on our conversations. So they hear this whole thing, and they start running into the room. And so all four, I have three boys, so all these four men are encouraging me to go ahead and audition. So initially, I'm thinking, okay, this will be a really fun adventure, the whole audition process, not knowing what the future holds for me. But then in the back of my head, I'm thinking, okay, I have kidney disease, let's be real. I have three kids who depend on me, and I am Afghan. What is the big family going to think? And we have big families. But then again, I'm like, well, I just got a second chance at life. How do I want to spend it? And what I learned from the kidney disease is that my perspective actually on life changed. What is our purpose besides just living? So I realized that 60 milligrams of steroids every day did not kill me. Blood sugar levels at 850 did not kill me. It almost sent me to coma, but it did not kill me. So this will also not kill me. I'm gonna do this. Yes, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna audition. And my middle child, he's like, you're going to set the family record of being the first one in Hollywood. And that I did. So my other son, he set up this whole audition, and he helped me audition. We sent in the tape, and a few days later, I am sitting on my usual spot after I cook dinner, and the phone rings. I look at it, it's a number from California, and all of a sudden, my heart's beating really fast. My face just got really warm like this right now. So I'm staring, and then my mom is sitting in the other room behind me, praying on her prayer beads. And I pick up the phone, and it's the casting director of United States of Al. And he tells me that they loved me and that I got the part. So I'm still sitting there frozen. I don't know what to tell this guy, Ken Miller. And I'm just sitting there like frozen. I can't even get up. So when I hang up with him, because I couldn't get up, literally, I was just frozen, I looked back at my mom and I said, Mor, za Hollywood tajam. And that means, Mom, I'm going to Hollywood. After I gave her the news, I called Wahid. He was at work. I was like, I gave him the good news, and he's like, I'm going to call you right back. Within 20 minutes, Wahid's home. He runs into the house, gives me the biggest hug, and kisses me on my forehead, and says, I knew you could do it. And so the boys are there too, and we have our little celebration moment at the house between us. Eventually, the bigger family finds out. Some are very excited. Some are very confused, like, Zarmeena, Hollywood, what's going on? And then some were, of course, very furious because, I had just gotten my transplant and, obviously, why is Zarmeena going to Hollywood in this pandemic? So that prompted me to call my transplant team. I called them and told the doctors, and they're like, there is no way you're flying to California in this time. I was going through a mix of emotions at this time, and disappointment was definitely one of the biggest ones. So Wahid is there, he hears this whole conversation, and after I hang up, he's like, they told you not to fly. They didn't say anything about driving. And at this time, I'm like, are you serious? You're crazy. I mean, this was all a crazy idea. But then, of course, inside, I'm just really excited. So I pick up the phone call and call my nurse, Lola, again. I'm like, Lola, I know you said not to fly. What if we drive? And Lola's laughing on the other side, and she's like, Zarmeena, it's okay to drive, but you'll be going at your own risk. So I thought of risk. Why am I risking my life for this? And one of the reasons is I want to make my family proud. And the other reason is, why not? I have a new life. Let's face some challenges and let's go to Hollywood. So after a few weeks, we, with the help of Clorox wipes and Lysol and masks and gloves, we made it out to California in 3 days. Once I got there, I had to quarantine for 5 days before going into Warner Brothers Studios. And all this time I'm thinking, okay, this is Hollywood, actors, glamour. What the hell am I going to wear? So, I dress up, I go. I'm wearing this nice dress, boots that just blow dried my hair, and wore like a ton of makeup and perfume because I'm going to be meeting other actors. First of all, I walk into the Warner Brothers Studios, and it's like a completely different world. And then finally, they asked me to join the stage, which is the actual one of the studios. I go in, and again, it's another world that I'd never seen before, with lights and cameras and mics hanging and mics. I mean, it's just a different world once you walk into one of these studios. But what I noticed was all these people that were there were not dressed fancy. I saw people in shorts, I saw people in sweats. Some of the actors were dressed very normal. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I'm overdressed. This is not the red carpet. This is like normal people doing their normal job. So after that embarrassment, the good thing is they're a very welcoming environment and they were really warm. So everything was good, even though I was overly dressed and probably smelled like a lot of perfume. So that whole experience ended, and it was time for the show to air a few months later. And in our family, we're all sitting in the family room with the kids, my mom, Wahid, and Gulbashra is about to come on screen. Once she comes on screen, I'm still frozen, by the way. After this whole experience, it's all very surreal to me. But I looked at my kids. They got really excited to see their mom on screen. Then I looked at my mother. She gets to see a woman, an Afghan woman, wearing a scarf, speaking Pashto for the first time on national TV. And then I look at Wahid, and he has tears of joy in his eyes. And that's when I realized I have made these people proud. So again, we had a talk. I talk a lot with Wahid. I bring up a lot of subjects. I'm like, why did you decide to take me to California just to record 2 episodes? And he said that I want you to realize that you're capable. You are not limited to your health. You are not limited because you're a woman. You're definitely not limited because you're an Afghan woman. Because Afghan women are always seen on media as these oppressed beings due to some regime in power at a certain time. And I want you to realize that nothing will stop you from going where you want to go. So, and he also told me, you know what? Maybe this is your purpose. Maybe your purpose is to get out there and represent women and represent Afghan women And that's exactly what it was. And also that you can represent women, and sometimes your support system, of course it's always women because we have our sisters, we have our friends, but sometimes that support system may also be a loving and caring and supportive husband and sons. So I am blessed to have them in my life. And I love to say that I am living my life to the fullest right now with the purpose of representing my women to the world. So thank you.